This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, there's a major change coming to the Hazleton Area School District for next school year. Find out more about the 4-day school week next. Hello friends, and thank you for stopping by. My name is Ken Cara. Along with that information from the Hazleton Area School District, we will also speak with a Hazleton native who now lives in Orlando, Florida, about the attack there over the weekend. Now here's your local headlines from FYI and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. The Hazleton Area School Board voted to approve some major changes last night, changes that will take effect when the new school year begins, changes triggered by a multi-million-dollar deficit. By unanimous vote, the board voted to eliminate full-day kindergarten this fall and replace it with half-day kindergarten. The directors also approved a 4-day school week with Mondays off for the months of December, January, and February only. Some audience members took to the podium before the vote in hopes of changing the board's mind.
I did look into some studies, and I just wanted to quote what I found, and I'm also a teacher, not with this district, but I have seen the half-day kindergarten program in other districts and felt that it's sad for the kids because they come in and in 3 hours get so much crammed down their throats, they don't know what to do with it. They don't really learn, I think, as much as they would from a spread out day, more breaks, a longer time period for these kids to digest what's thrown at them. With these Common Core standards now, it's a lot of information, and they're expected to know a lot more than we did when we were kids leaving kindergarten. And it's not fair to shove that all down their throats in 3 hours. They're 5. That's a lot for kids to take in such a short amount of time.
We've gone through many scenarios. Trust me. There's 3 of us up here in this dais right now, Mr. Chapman and I, who are administrators and teachers in this district, Mr. Mahalik, who was a teacher in this district and is now Director of Special Ed in the Wilkes-Barre Area School District. The decisions that we think we have to make, we don't want to make. And I'm even going to go back a little bit further. Many years ago, when my children started kindergarten in this district, they went to full day kindergarten. And there were just as many people at that meeting complaining about starting full day as they are now going to half day. We've tried not to cut any programs, which we have not. We're not like Crestwood or Wilkes-Barre, where they've eliminated programs altogether.
So what do these latest changes mean? Today we talked with District Superintendent Dr. Craig Butler about how the 4-day school week during December, January, and February will impact the 180-day requirement.
We're going to have to petition the state to be awarded an exception to the 180-day requirement. I am thinking that's going to be a formality in terms of getting approval for that, as long as we meet the hours, 900 hours for secondary students, 990 for elementary students. That is the key ingredient as I read the language at the state level. As far as the execution of that, again, we're still working at, the decision was made last night. We're trying to digest that. We knew it was coming. It was not a surprise. But with regard to the educational effect, at this point in time, we don't know if we'll be adding extra minutes to the Tuesday through Friday schedule, or simply we would not add minutes, that we would just take away the Mondays in those 3 months. As far as meeting the required amount of time, we believe we have an overage of time at this point. That's built into our schedule, which is a good thing. An argument could be made, on the other hand, that we're losing instructional time during those weeks, and we should try to recoup some of that time. I don't think that's going to be mandatory, but that's something we'll be working out with our building leaders and with the board as well.
Will you be cutting back on any other type of curriculum, any extras or anything to make sure they get the foundation subjects, the core subjects first?
The thought of cutting back on curriculum is a scary thought. We certainly don't want to do that. I'm sure that our teachers at this point are wondering how can they still maneuver and cover the curriculum that is existing during those shortened weeks. But again, I think with looking at that as a team, working with our building leaders, working with our teachers, certainly we'll need to be sure we're addressing state standards first and foremost. But in addition to that, I think it's going to take a creative and innovative look at the time and what we're delivering and what we must cover to make sure that we're not sacrificing educational quality for the children.
On the side of the employees, what does this mean for them? Do some of them get their pays cut, or is that even not possible? Because you're talking unions and contracts.
Right. I'll speak to the teachers at this point. They'll still be on a 5-day week, of course. Now, if we extend Tuesday through Friday, and again, that's a big if, then their workday on a Monday would be compensated to accommodate for the extra time on Tuesday through Friday. But the teachers will still observe a 5-day work week, as will the administration.
This is Lisa Sugar with the interview. Now, officials say several of the Mondays eliminated do fall on holidays where students normally have off. Even with these cuts, the district faces a $2.5 million deficit. A budget meeting is set for tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. We'll have more with district officials on FYI to explain the changes and their impact, so stay tuned. The country is still in shock after Saturday night's mass shooting in Orlando, Florida. One man from our area who was invited to go to the Pulse nightclub that night talked with us via telephone yesterday about the horror that unfolded. Chris Dorenzo is a former employee of SSPTV who now lives and works in Orlando.
The nightclub is very much a meeting place. It's not like your traditional nightclub. It's very much family. The same people, the owner is wonderful. And in that strange twist, I was actually invited to go that evening, but I was working prior to, and I was just too tired, and I turned it down. And it was kind of a godsend to not be there, because God knows how the outcome would have been, and it's been a very emotional 2 days dealing with the aftermath of this senseless tragedy.
And you knew some of the people who were killed in that attack.
I did. As we sit here, a lot of my friends in the entertainment world, we work in the entertainment capital of the world, so we're all one family. And as I sat there, and they released the names of the victims as they were identified and stuff, sitting there and seeing some of the names and knowing them, words cannot even put into how my feelings. It feels like somebody ripped my heart out and stomped on it. Knowing that these people won't see their families, they'll never see their families again. They never see their partners again. It's just absolutely saddens me to the core, knowing that someone can be so cold-hearted and callous to take the lives of 50 people that did nothing to him and think nothing of it, and turn a night that was supposed to be fun and a time to relax into one of the worst scenes that you couldn't even imagine.
A GoFundMe account has been set up for the victims. The page entitled Support Victims of Pulse Shooting has raised over $3 million thus far. State police at Hazleton are looking into the death of a woman who was reported missing on Friday. 79-year-old Mary Jo Myers was reported missing from her home in Dorrance Township. On Friday, her body was found in the Susquehanna River in South Center Township in Columbia County. The investigation is ongoing. And it is Flag Day across the United States. Many will fly the Stars and Stripes to celebrate today, and it all started in 1916 when President Woodrow Wilson established Flag Day. According to americaslibrary.org, we've had 27 versions of the American flag. The one we see today goes back to July 4th, 1960, when Hawaii was added as a state. Coming up next on FYI, we'll get you all ready to dump the pump. And in sports, the Cubs just want to have fun. Hear from Cubs fans and manager Joe Maddon about their hot start to the 2016 season. That's in sports.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Enjoy a day on the links, all for a good cause. Don't miss the Brandon's Forever Home golf outing Friday, July 29th at Sand Springs Country Club in Drums. The cost is $90 per golfer. Registration is at 10 with a shotgun start at noon. The cost includes lunch, dinner, and more. For more information or to register, you can call Joyce at 570-401-9633. All proceeds benefit Brandon's Forever Home.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
It was a great day for a walk around the track at Cougar Park in Hazel Township. Tomorrow will also be a nice day. Thursday, maybe don't go for a walk. You know what? Let's just look at our forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, clear with a low around 53 degrees and a light northeast wind. Wednesday looks nice, sunny with a high near 77, and we'll have a calm wind. Wednesday night, 50% chance of showers, mostly cloudy night, low of 60 degrees. On Thursday, showers likely, mainly before 2 p.m. Mostly cloudy, high near 71 degrees. On Thursday night, 50% chance of showers, mostly cloudy, low of 58 degrees. On Friday, we're down to a 30% chance of showers. We'll have a partly sunny day and a high in the lower 70s. Friday night, partly cloudy, low of 53. Our Saturday looks sunny with a high in the mid 70s, and then Saturday night, mostly clear, low of 53 degrees.
Is brought to you by Valley High, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. Stop on in for a cold treat including our ice cream and yogurt, or some hot food including our burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more. That's Valley High, Route 93 in West Hazleton. Treat yourself today.
This Thursday marks the 11th annual National Dump the Pump Day. And here to tell us what that all means is Ralph Sharp. He's the director of the Department of Public Services for the City of Hazleton. Ralph, thanks for being here. What is Dump the Pump Day?
National Dump the Pump Day is a day that we would like you to park your vehicles and let us take you to where you need to be, whether it be visiting friends, going shopping, to doctor's appointments. Wherever you need to go, we'll take you.
Now, this is a national effort, so it's being celebrated everywhere, and it's to save money, but it's also to help the environment too, right?
That is correct. Saving money by not spending on fuel, and also environmental reasons too, for pollution in the atmosphere.
So now, you've been doing this for 11 years, the City of Hazleton. So
That is correct.
what comes out of it? Are you seeing increased ridership because of it, or do people take advantage of it?
The day that we promote this, we do see an increase in ridership. And throughout the year, we've also seen an increase in ridership, whether it be from this one promotion or not, but our ridership has increased.
And you want people to know that buses in the City of Hazleton are taking you everywhere around here. So maybe give us an example of some of the places they can take a bus to.
We service the City of Hazleton. We also service outlying communities such as Beaver Meadows, Weatherly, Tresco, Latimer. We also go out to Humboldt Industrial Park so you can get to work in the mornings, and we'll pick you up after work. We go to Wilkes-Barre. We go down into the square. We go to the casino. We go to the Wyoming Valley Mall also.
I would think that's important. A lot of people like to go to those places. Maybe they don't always like to drive, especially maybe the seniors, so they hop on the bus.
We have a big the Mohegan Sun Run. Seniors take advantage of that bus, and younger people also. We have some people that go to jobs in the square, or they have appointments, doctors' appointments up in Wilkes-Barre, and they do use the service.
And some of the other perks too. You don't have to worry about a parking place.
No, you get off, we pull into the station right downtown, and the nice part about it, it's only $1.50 to go from Hazleton to Wilkes-Barre.
Wow, that's pretty reasonable. You
Yes.
can't beat that.
Yes.
So you want people to park their cars this Thursday?
This Thursday, park your vehicles and let us take you where you need to be.
Okay, and if they are concerned and want to know more about any of your other bus routes or times, how do they find out?
They can call the transit station at 570-459-5414.
All right, there you have it. Park your car on Thursday, but you might want to park it other days as well. Call Ralph. He'll get you hooked up with all the buses and where they're going and the times they're going there.
That bus video was great. I was mesmerized. I don't know, something about it. But we do have to move on. It's time for the home of the week. Check out this beautiful custom-built 4-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom overlooking the number 4 tee box in Eagle Rock. It's close to the main entrance and walking distance to the ski slopes. This home is perfect for your family's needs. A large kitchen with maple cabinets and granite countertops and a deck overlooking the golf course are just a few of the features. This home is priced at $259,900. For more information, call Nancy at 570-384-1361. One more piece of business before we go to break. Your midday winning Pennsylvania lottery numbers: pick 2, 30, pick 3, 153, pick 4, 7579, pick 5, 02586. We have the FYI standard speaker scoreboard plus another story featuring Joe Madden in the Sportscast next.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
It was a season to remember for both the Hazleton area softball team and the Nord Schuylkill baseball team. Both the Lady Cougars and the Spartans were in the state semifinals on Monday, and we told you yesterday that Hazleton area lost 4-2 to Avon Grove, and the Spartans, they lost 3-0 to Newman Goretti. Here's our FYI standard speaker scoreboard. Nord Schuylkill's Tevin Murray said after the game that it was an awesome run and it meant a lot to the team to get the first district championship in baseball in school history. Newman Goretti will play Bishop McCourt on Thursday for the AA state championship. The Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders beat Toledo in the first game of a 4-game road series, and in a showdown of National League powers, Washington topped Chicago in Game 1 of a 3-game series in our nation's capital. Last week, I spent my pregame time before the Cubs-Phillies game running around Citizens Bank Park interviewing Cubs fans. Listen, Joe Madden gets a lot of love here in Hazleton, but how do the Cubs fans feel about him in Chicago? Well, it seems like they're having a lot of fun with Hazleton's own Joe Madden in charge. Michael Scott, the fictional manager of a paper company from Scranton, Pennsylvania on TV's The Office, once said, "I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious." I don't know if Joe Madden, the real-life manager of the Chicago Cubs, who also hails from a city in Pennsylvania, is superstitious, but a lot of baseball fans are. For Cubs fans, it's been over 100 years since they won a championship, so you can forgive them if they don't want to get ahead of themselves, even if their team has the best record in baseball. Can you say it as a Cubs fan? Could it be the year this year? Is it like, no, you can't say it yet?
Yeah, I'm a little superstitious about that, but I think this is the year.
She said it. Holly Nauman, a Chicago native, said it. This is the year. Madden and the Cubs have fans believing they could win the 2016 World Series. It did take some convincing, even after last year when the Cubs fought their way to the National League Championship Series and won several postseason awards. Joe Madden was named the 2015 National League Manager of the Year, Chris Bryant the NL Rookie of the Year, and Jake Arrieta won the NL Cy Young Award. After the playoff run last year, did you even dream, though, you'd be out to 40 wins already and things would just keep going?
No, because we've been Cubs fans, so you know, you never put too much stock in them. But you know, this year they're not disappointing and they're fun this year. I mean, I watched them in 2003 when they were good, but they're actually fun. They're really fun to watch this year.
Tim Lazara is a Cubs fan because of his father Ronald, who grew up near Wrigley Field and attended 3 or 4 games a week. Ronald Lazara has been there for the Cubs through thick and thin. He provides some perspective to fans in Hazleton who may have started rooting for the Cubbies when Joe Madden took over last season.
In Chicago, they have a saying, wait until next year, you know. And like my son said, I'm 70 years old. I've been waiting for these guys for years. This is the year. I mean, I call it racquetball. I've never seen players, I mean, these kids are young and they hit a ball. They can play baseball. They're all good. And, you know, they're all saying in Chicago, well, these guys are going to be champions. They're champions now. They are. They're a bunch of young kids that are out there having fun and bringing fun to they're people that watch them.
The weight of winning in Chicago can be a heavy burden, but Madden knows how to lighten the load.
Ever since they hired him, I mean, you can't doubt anything he's done. You know, on the trip out here, they got their special track suits, which were pretty sweet. I know last year when Arrieta threw the no-hitter in LA, they all had onesie pajamas on. So that was pretty cool. He just seems like he's always bringing stuff in. He's keeping the team nice and loose.
Having fun is the only way Madden knows how to do business in baseball.
I've only been here for 2 years, and I just know the way it's supposed to feel in my inner being in regards to how to do this, and it feels right. So if everybody's enjoying it, that's wonderful. But what Cub fans are saying now, whatever, this is the way I feel it should be done. I felt that way for years, and we're having a good time with it. So I'm appreciative of that. Like I said, you got to talk to more of the Cub fans. Cub fans come to Chicago. It's an incredible group of people, and they're really over the top supportive.
Ronald Lazar is in Madden's corner.
He's brought a lot of smiles to the people of Chicago. I mean, they're behind him, and if we win, wow! I'm 70 years old. My dad didn't get to see him win, and you know, it's a big deal. It is. It's a big deal for people in Chicago, anyways.
Did you notice earlier in this story, Lazar called the 2016 Cubs champions because of the joy they've brought to the fan base? What a great way to look at things, because nothing is promised in baseball. Sometimes you have to wait until next year, but maybe this is the year Cubs fans won't. Fun time out in Philadelphia. Tomorrow during the Sportscast, we'll talk with Anthony Bellino, who covered the Lady Cougars game in the state semifinals against Avon Grove. He'll give us a recap of that, and we'll also talk about the Lady Cougars season. Right now, it's time for our social report. We'll be right back. Happy Wing Night. It's Wing Night at Bottlenecks. Get $2 off your order of wings or all-you-can-eat wings and boneless wings for only $14.95. Bottlenecks wings are voted best wings in the area year after year.
Hey everyone, here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. Holy Trinity Orthodox Church will be having a free community meal offering Saturday, June 18th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., followed by a lecture on early church history at 1 p.m. Hope you can make it. And tickets are now available for the Shenandoah Sesquicentennial Dinner Dance, June 25th from 6 to 11 p.m. at the Columbia Hose Company on Center Street and Stadium Road. Tickets are available at 116 North Main Street. Just $25 each, all are welcome. For more information, call 570-462-2060. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. FYI News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Philomena Romano Kucher of Weatherly. Mass will be held Friday at noon at Our Lady of Lourdes Roman Catholic Church. Interment will be held at St. Nicholas Roman Catholic Cemetery. The Philip J. Jeffries Funeral Home and Cremation Services is in charge of arrangements. Randy Bennett of Hometown. The funeral will be held Thursday at 11 a.m. at the Lamar Christ Funeral Home. Friends may call 6 to 9 p.m. on Wednesday. Interment will be held at the Skyview Memorial Park. The Reverend Richard D. Abernethy of Drums. Arrangements will be announced by the Hazel Chapel of Crop and Hughes Funeral Home. And Mary Sable of Freeland. A Mass of Christian Burial will be held Thursday at 10 a.m. at Our Lady of the Immaculate Conception Church. Burial will be held at Saints Peter and Paul Wreath Orthodox Cemetery in Freeland. Attention pay-per-view subscribers! If you see your name now on Channel 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Tonight's winner is Barry Gilbert of Ringtown. Barry, give us a call, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
I've never worn another college's hat, not a hat that wasn't Penn State. Until today, Long Island University, Alyssa Balicki, a bowler there, dropped off this hat. Thank you so much. Hazleton area grad. They have one of the best logos, some great colors. Oh yeah, and a good bowling team. Check them out. Check us out tomorrow. We'll see you then. Take it easy, everyone.